Welcome back to another Mill1onUp Podcast. Today we got a new host. It's actually my brother. Many of you will know him, and we're gonna be talking about some ideas that he has, some business ideas, right?
Everything. We're gonna talk about everything.
All the
before
ideas.
before we start, my name is Ariel. Some of you guys may know me, some of you guys may not know me, but I'm his little brother, and
Not little. You don't like that word.
I don't care. We're here to share some of our thoughts. Hopefully, we can help some people out there.
So we've had a rough beginning, like many of you probably had. We came from a country that it's a communist country. I don't like to talk about politics, but it's a communist country, and we didn't have many things when we were living in Cuba. We didn't live bad, but we didn't have many options or many things, or not even a future in our country. But we decided to come over here. We decided to just came to a different country and just in search of a new opportunity. When we came young. Ariel was 11 years old. I was 18, and I went to basically high school again for a year and a half. That's when me and Laz knew each other and we met. So through those years, as Laz should know, it was rough. We didn't know English. We didn't know the language of United States. And we didn't know a lot of people, so it was rough.
Very rough.
It was a rough start. I mean, coming here, a lot of people might find themselves in a place where if everything is just brand new, they don't feel comfortable. They should start meeting new people. It's a rough start, but it's something that we need, something that we learn, and it helps us get out of our comfort zone too. I mean, living in Cuba, like he said before, there's really nothing else there. I mean, dreams, it's a waste of time, honestly. People might have dreams over there, but they can't do really nothing with it. And coming to this country really, really opens your eyes a lot. And our goals are very, 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 very big.
It's like Alex says on the beginning, we didn't live bad on Cuba. Yes, we did. We just didn't know.
Yes.
We just didn't know the reality of living.
Yes.
That is really what it is. You know
I didn't want it to say it that way, but yes.
but it is like that. You know, you never know how bad you are until you meet something good. You know
like,
what I mean?
if we compare our life right now with the life that we knew in Cuba, there's a big gap from one point to the other one, a big difference that, it's uncomparable. It's like you can't put in the same table our lives over here and the life that we had in Cuba. It's completely different.
You don't know anything about the world when you're there.
No. And if you live in Cuba, or you live in Haiti, or you live in a third world, Venezuela, communist world, I'm pretty sure that you don't know anything. Like you don't know all the options, all the possibilities out there, outside of those countries, outside of what they show you, outside of what they put in front of you, and that's it. In here, like in the United States, you have unlimited options. You can have your own business. You can decide to study. You can decide to be a surgeon. You can decide to be a lawyer, even entrepreneur. You can do basically anything you like, anything you want. You have all the options out there. You have loans to give you help. You have banks. You have people. A lot of things that in none of those countries you can have.
You know, a little thought for those young people out there that I might relate myself with most of them. At some point in your life, you might feel like you don't know what to do, that you don't have opportunities. Yes, you do. You do have them. You just got to work for them. And honestly, just do whatever you want to do. Honestly, like if you want to be a doctor, be a doctor, study. I mean, just spend some time of your day focusing on something you want to do, and it's going to pay off. You know, a lot of people in other countries, in a lot of other places, just don't have the opportunity that we have in this country.
The idea that I was saving for, it was for the young kids that they were born here. People that were born here and they don't know the reality of the world. We are the perfect example for them because we know both sides. We have lived outside United States, and it's not pretty.
No, and well, when you say the people that live over here and the people that were born here, if we compare our sacrifice, our effort between from those people and us, we have to put a lot more sacrifice and effort than them. Obviously. Because when we came, we didn't speak English, so that was the first problem. That was the first issue that we got into it. So we didn't have a way to communicate with other people. So we needed to learn the language first and then start from that point. So once we knew the language, then we were like, okay, now we can get something else. Now we can go out. Now we can like have a dream and get it. But the first issue that we faced was that people that are born here, they don't face that issue. They speak English. They know the language. They know the culture. They know how everything works around. So they have a lot more. If you put themselves and us, they have a lot more options than us since the beginning. Like they can go a lot more than us. But what makes the difference between those people and us is like we need to put the extra work. We have to work a little harder. We have to put a little bit more effort in everything we do because we have a little disadvantage at the end.
That is true. That is actually true. And not only that, is people that complain about this country, people that were born here that complain about this, that this is bad and this is this and you have no opportunities or whatever. Listen, if you have no opportunities here, where are they? Because they're only here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, every time I hear the person that says that, no, you don't have a lot of, that they complain about this country. Yeah. No, because this is bad. This is not working properly. I would love those people to get to Cuba.
Yeah.
I would love to get them and say, you know what? Now you're going to live in Cuba. Now you're going to live in Venezuela. Yeah. Now you're going to experience what a bad country is.
Yeah.
Once you do it, then come back and tell me which one is worse.
That they tell you which haircut you need to put yourself in.
Exactly. So let's get you to North Korea. North Korea, South Korea? What?
North Korea.
North Korea. So let's get you there.
And see what's bad.
I
hate it, man. I hate it.
Wait, I could say that it just has how amazing this country is already. Also has its fucked up problems.
Everything has its fucked up.
I mean, what would you say about the people that say that we got an advantage of speaking a second language? This country, it is full with a lot of Latinos and a lot of people that, outside of that as well, but we have a second language barrier. And that's really an advantage, we can get we can communicate with a lot of people that need assistance. They don't speak English. And for example, when I worked at Ford, a lot of the salesmen would say, "Oh, you speak Spanish and you speak English. That's a really good advantage," and stuff like that. So, what would you guys say?
Well, I don't know. That 7 years ago, I didn't speak English.
Would you say it's an advantage though? Like we speak a second language?
Of course, it's an advantage because of the area that we live in. We live in Florida. But
it's not about just the area. The whole U.S. is full of Latinos.
If you go to Tennessee,
you have a point. Yes, we do have an advantage, but we do have that advantage once we learn English.
Yes.
But if you don't know English, if you don't know how to speak English, then you don't have an advantage.
You're in the disadvantage.
You have a disadvantage.
How many people do you know?
So first, you gotta. The point is you first have to break that level. And once you get to that point of where you know the language, then you have an advantage. Yes, we do. Because when we sell, for example, to a client, we can sell to both clients.
Exactly.
We can sell to two different kinds of people, two different cultures, like people that speak Spanish and people that speak English. We can sell it. So it opens the door at the end. But first you gotta break the ice first. That wall, and then get through that wall and then you have an advantage once you do it.
But it's not an advantage because you sacrifice yourself to learn English.
Exactly.
Like you didn't learn English because you want it. No, because you have to.
Yeah.
You know
You
what I
needed
mean?
to.
Absolutely. Yeah.
At the beginning, it's not easy to learn English.
And definitely not. And especially
definitely
when I
not.
get here as a kid like me, everyone makes fun of you in class when you're trying to say something, you know?
Exactly.
It's kind of like, it's not bullying because also we don't believe in bullying where we
for
come
sure.
from. If you're a person that really takes in bullying where we come from, you really get like
A lot more bully.
a lot more bully. So
Bully is a state of mind, my friend.
it's
And
just a
nobody
state
can
of
bully
mind. You know, honestly, a lot of people made fun of me when I was trying to say, you know, trying to speak English or trying to learn it and stuff. But I never really cared. I just did it. You know, a lot of my friends nowadays still make fun of my accent. I have a strong accent. He has a strong accent. We all do have a very, very strong accent. But
Do we care?
do we care? No.
I don't care. I don't
care.
What?
You know, we definitely don't care. We also are people that like to try. It's
Listen.
not just learning English, man. It's like for example, business wise, you gotta do it. You know, nothing will come from the sky. Nothing will you know pretty much come to you like nothing. You gotta work for it.
Exactly. And
gotta
not
work
only
for
that,
everything.
I mean, when I started at Ford, I didn't know English. I mean, I did understood English, but I didn't speak it.
Oh, I remember that.
And I started working there.
My brother did the same.
Your brother did the same. He understood.
Both of you guys' English was like very rough, but you guys did very, very well because you guys tried. You guys wanted to be the best ones at Ford. You know, you had a situation back then when you had to take yourself out of your comfort zone and say, okay, I gotta do this. I gotta make money for my family.
Exactly.
And you did it. You know, so if we can do it, what we want to show people is that if we can do something, some little stuff like this, all of you guys can do whatever you want.
Of course.
You know, just look at people in a way where you can learn from them. For example, a lot of people might find themselves learning from Andrew Tate right now because he's a guy that showed a lot of people how to get themselves out of depression and show themselves how to be a man, to love themselves and stuff like that. And a lot of people are supposedly trying to keep him quiet, which is what, you know, like he says, the metrics or whatever. I believe him should be out there speaking for guys, just how there's women out there speaking for them. Woman, or what was it when, you know, when was, I'm very bad at history. You guys have to forgive me about this. I barely went to school. You know, I just went to school to sleep and
You did
eat my
went to
lunch.
school. It's just
I don't
school
like
didn't
it.
went from you.
Yeah.
Through you.
School didn't go to me.
Through you.
Didn't go through you.
Okay, I got out of the podcast a few times, and I can't cut that out of the out of
That's
it.
all right.
It's we're busy, so we're always busy, and we have to take out the phone. So if you see me taking out myself, I'm sorry, but I have to. It's part of the business. As you see, I got another call.
Me and you, I mean, we'll watch Andrew for a while, and I actually wanted to talk about this because supposedly people are scared or something like that to talk about him. I really haven't seen a lot of people talking about what's going on with him, and it really shocks me how they're really trying to keep him quiet. I mean, he said it a few times. He's gotten people tell him to offer him stuff to keep him quiet, and he's really not doing nothing for the world but telling guys especially, you know, and women as well, because he's also very respectful with women. I mean, we have a very strong mindset like he does, and we're also very, very respectful to women. I mean, we've never raised our boys. We never do nothing like that to a woman. And I actually love my mom, and I mean, I had my kid face. I had a few times in my life where disrespecting my mom and it says bad things, but now that I'm grown up and the time that, you know, I have learned from those things, and that taught me to be everything just taught me to be respectful to women. And Andrew should be out there talking and spreading
Well, he doesn't say anything bad about women. He just says the hard
people
truth.
do say he does say things about women.
Yeah, and when you ask them, they don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Because they just say what they hear. Who you want your kid to look up to nowadays?
To me, if I have a kid, I want to.
Well, let's say you know, nowadays your kids needs a hero. You know, all kids when we were younger, we had our heroes.
No, but no. But here's what I want for my kids. I want to be the hero for my kids.
No, I
want my
understand that.
kids to say, my hero is my father. I would love that.
I understand.
So one day if I have a kid, I mean, I would love to have a male kid, you know. I mean, that would make me so proud.
Mm-hmm.
Not if I have a girl. If I have a girl and she says, my prince or my king or whatever, the person that I that I always look up to, it's my dad. I mean, that would make me so proud.
Of course.
That would make me the happiest person alive at that point. Because family at the end is everything. It's and what you were saying about Andrew Tate and all that. It's remember every single one of us have a different point of view. We all think different. We may see Andrew as a good person. We may see what he says as a good thing for us. But a bunch of people out there doesn't think the same way, and we have to accept it. Because, we can all be at the same page at the end. They may be wrong. We may be wrong. Who knows? But we have to accept it. Of course, not all of what they say will be in the same page, and we won't be talking nicely to each other. But at the end, every single one of us have to have a different point of view at the end. Mm-hmm. It's part of life at the end.
No, I understand that. It's just that if you have a young kid, right? And who would you want your young kid to look up to instead of you?
Yeah, outside of me.
Outside of you. You want... What's wrong with going to the gym? What's wrong with going to the gym? What's wrong with that? What's
Nothing.
wrong with looking good?
Nothing.
What's wrong with making money?
Nothing.
What's wrong with wanting a wife, a good wife? Mm-hmm. What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
That's all he says.
Yes.
That's all he says. Go to the gym, make yourself look good, make money, have a good wife, don't do drugs, don't do bad stuff.
Thing is, he says some hard stuff that usually normal people are afraid to say. They're afraid to say that kind of words, exactly. that kind of engage in that kind of conversations. And he said it. See, he broke what other people can't. And that's why mostly every single people out there got afraid of him, because he break that point. He just opened it up and he said things that no one says.
Of course.
That made the difference.
I would say a lot of people takes a lot of things seriously. Obviously, if you pay attention to the social media and everyone that is an influencer now and, are trying to spread something or entertain people, most of the things sometimes that they say it's fake. You can tell when somebody's being for real and when they're being fake, like they're trying to entertain. You see Andrew Tate looking like a bald dumbass with sorry for the words, I just don't care. With glasses on, standing in a Versace or thing. Like he's just trying to entertain people. He's not being for real. Now, when you see him sitting down in a place like this, trying to spread something, he has a really good mindset. He's actually being serious and actually trying to open people's mind to love themselves more and stuff like that. And also to listen. Something you posted the other day, even the dumbest person can teach you a lot of, can teach you something. I was very dumb, and thanks to you, I have learned so much, and you teach me things so many times. We're not perfect, but having you as my older brother has really, really been very good for me.
Thank you. I don't want to cry today, man.
No, we're not crying.
Not in front of cameras.
We're being honest. We're being honest.
I appreciate every single word, but I don't want to cry today, man.
Pretty much, I've learned so much, and my mind has changed, and I believe I believe the world can do the same thing.
Well, I will tell you one thing that I always say to you. I don't like to say this because every time we make a mistake, we say to each other, someone says this to us. Because you're 20, you are allowed to make mistakes. Or because you're 26, you're allowed to make mistakes, or you're allowed to do a dumb thing. Yes and no. Because if I tell you that every single time you do something wrong, then I'm just basically covering whatever you did wrong. So yes, you're 20 and you have a lot to learn. Like myself, I'm 27. I have a lot to learn, like a lot. Even everything I've lived for now, everything I've learned in business, everything that I've seen in life, there's a lot to see. Like if I compare myself, like without father, like without dad, he's 52 years old. He lived basically 2 times what I've lived and what I've seen from now. Now I may have a bigger like a bigger mind, like an open minded compared with our dad. I can see the world in a different point of view. But at the end, he's lived a lot more than us. So he knows, like based on experience, he's seen more than us. So we have to learn. What I can say is we have to learn from every single person out there. Like it doesn't matter if he's 20, he's at 19, 16, 15, he's dumb, he's crazy, he's smart. It doesn't matter. Any person can teach you something new. Any person can give you an advice. Any person can get you and tell you, hey, this is a way that you should go. And you should listen. Maybe it is a way.
So every person has a different point of view of life. And a different point of view sees things different. If you have a different point of view of this thing and I can see that, and we can learn from everyone.
One conversation that we've had a bunch of times is like let's say someone comes to you and they want to give you an advice. Mm-hmm. Sit down, listen to that person, get the advice. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work. But then at least you listen.
Yeah,
at least you paid attention. Maybe he says something that you need. Maybe he gives you the small piece that you needed for the puzzle.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
But I listen to every single person. I never say no. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to listen. That's bullshit. I listen. I get whatever I need, and if what you're saying doesn't make any sense to me, then I don't take it. I don't take the advice. I just leave it. But I never say no to that person. Yeah. At least I give him the point that the respect that he needs, that he wants.
Absolutely,
of course,
absolutely. And keeping that going. There's a saying that goes something about taking an advice from someone that has a Bugatti and not from taking it as someone that has a Toyota. I believe that's just for like close-minded people. A person that can be in a Toyota, you don't know what they've been through in life and what point they are right now, or the moment that they're talking to you and what they can teach you. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that they don't have their head straight and they do crazy shit. Maybe that's the life that they want to live and what they're going for. But there's also a lot of people that can be in a Toyota and they can teach you a lot of stuff. It might not be economic, you don't have to be rich economically, but you can be rich in the inside. I mean, keep your head straight. You stay respectful. There's a lot of things that, rich doesn't make a person. It's just you make yourself, you know who you are. And if you're respectful to people and you work every day for something, you have a goal in life, that can make you a rich person.
Yeah, you have a point, and a good point. Money doesn't say that you're smart or that doesn't put you in a better position. That's something that is not right. I mean, money, you can have a lot of money for a lot of reasons. Like anyone in these days can have money. Like a person can play the jackpot. They can play, let's say, the lottery, and the next day they're rich. And does that mean that person is smart? Does that mean that person can give you an advice? He just played the lottery. He just got the money. So and you have to listen to people that actually can give you something, can actually offer you something when they talk. Like if they give you an advice, they're telling you something. They're giving you like a tip, or
like you said earlier, it's just advice. You take whatever you want to take, and whatever else you think is dumb and stupid, you just don't think about it. But you have to listen. You have to think about it and see their point of view. Especially when somebody is giving you an advice for you better, and they're not trying to. They're not trying to damage you. I mean, like for example, my brother and Lachi over here, they've given me advices a lot of times for the better of me. They're not doing anything on giving me advices for them. Like they're not doing anything for themselves. They're doing it for me, and that's something a lot of people find themselves in, like get mad about when someone gives them an advice. They're like, oh, why are you telling me this and that? Well, I had a point where I would think like that, but that changed. I take every single advice now and I think about it, And you were there. At some point you were there. At some point you were also there.
course.
You also had a lot of people that gave you guys advices. We were not born perfect, and we're still not perfect. I don't believe any human is perfect.
Listen, I was gonna say something. When you guys were talking about money doesn't make you. You make the money. That's the first thing. Second, money is an amplifier of yourself. If you are a dick without money, you will be a bigger dick with money. If you are a good person with money, without money, you will be a even better person with money.
Absolutely.
That is the thing about money. Money doesn't change people. It just amplifies who they really are.
Absolutely. That is correct.
That's it. That's the thing about money.
That is the best definition that you can give about money.
100%.
100%.
Money doesn't make you. You make money.
You make the money. Exactly.
When a lot of people say money changes you, it just depends on the person that you were before the money, like you said.
Exactly.
That is not really true.
Remember, let me go back to when we came, like when I came actually from Cuba, and you took me for the first time to Subway. You remember?
To Subway,
So
yes.
we went to Subway, and I got in front of the lady, and I didn't know English, but I wanted to know. I wanted to talk. I wanted to speak.
I understood English back then, but I didn't.
And I say to the lady, hey, I want one bread, half. And I want cheese, ham, and this and that. And the lady asked
show
me.
it to the lady.
I show it to the lady, exactly. And the lady asked me, hey, do you want it toasted? And I'm like, no. And you said, hey, Ale, she's asking if you want it toasted. Like you said it in Spanish.
Tostado.
And I was like, yes. So I'm still that person.
Yeah.
Like that's so, funny or having a good time person. I mean, I'm still that person. And every time we go, I mean, it doesn't matter if we are spending $3,000, $5,000 in a night or whatever. I'm still that person with every single person around me.
You treat everyone the same way. It doesn't matter.
It's not like if I wear Gucci shoes right now or Louis Vuitton shoes, or I have a $30,000 watch or a $50,000 watch. That doesn't matter. That doesn't change who I am. I'm still the same person that came 8-10 years ago.
Okay.
Still the same person.
Use an amplifier.
Just money amplifies whoever I am, whoever I like, and what I really want to do in life. That's it.
Yeah, obviously looking back to where we come from and stuff like that, and we live a very, very good life right now, but we're far away from the things that we want to complete in life. And for example, me, if I get to be the person that I want to be, which it will happen, maybe in my 30s, maybe my 20s, maybe my 40s, I don't know where it's going to be, but I'm working towards it, and I'm not impatient. If I ever get to be that person before I die, I'm definitely gonna use whatever I have, either for my family. I mean, nobody in my family has ever been rich. We're actually people that we've gotten out of that circle, and we're working towards that. And that's a dream me and my brother had since we were little. I mean, we never wanted to struggle about money ever again. We never wanted our kids to live or what we lived. We wanted them to live a different lives. But I will take my kids and show them where I come from, how I lived. They will probably live somehow how I lived, because they also have to work for the things. I would never just give everything to them, because if you give it to people and then they're not going to do anything, you just, receive them. I mean, my brother has had a lot of times where he could have made, my life like very easy, or like giving me money and stuff like that. And he taught me before giving me money, he taught me to work for it. I mean, I work for him. He tells me with him. I'm doing, with you.
I hate that for him. I hate that word.
Well,
every time I see people, no, come work for me. Why not with me?
Well,
doesn't matter if it is an employee.
Absolutely.
Why not with me?
Because people
it sounds a lot better than for me.
It sounds a lot better because we are, how can I say this? We are we're good people. We don't like to sound like that.
Yes,
But
like that high.
Exactly, that high. For some people saying, "Oh, come work for me," it's like it gives them
The ego.
the ego. They pissing that ego. They getting, they eating. The ego is eating, so that's why they say it like that. But I mean, I don't like to say that either. I don't like to say they work for me. They work with me. That's okay.
Exactly.
You don't
At
have
the
to
end,
say
they're
I
like
mean, at the end of the
partners.
day, you're a
Even
team.
if they're
You're a
employees,
team.
they easing, they're making your life and your business easier. So at the end, they are like partners.
Yeah,
in the business.
You give them work, but
Just give them.
they
Exactly.
helping you.
Why
It's
not?
like an exchange.
Exactly.
It's like an exchange.
Before
At the
you guys
end-
change my topic,
Oh.
I was gonna say that like I was saying before, you had the opportunity to make my life easier, but I am grateful that you taught me to work for it, and you've acted like my dad, and that's always for the best of me. Like I don't want anything for free. I absolutely, any company that I will work with in the future, or any company that I will make, I have to work for it. I mean, yeah, I don't have any companies right now. I'm working on multiple things, but I don't have a company. I'm not working where I want to get to because I know that I have a lot to learn before I get there. But whenever I feel like I'm ready to make this step, I know there's going to be a lot of mistakes too, because you never really stop learning, you just got to be ready for them, honestly. And I mean, how what would you
Well,
say a lot of
You said something.
made?
You said something that that really brought me back to Cuba. When our dad came to United
US.
States, I was 16 years old. I just came, got 16 years old, and you were 9 years old. So the first thing my dad told me, when he said bye to me, it was like at 2-3 a.m. in the morning. He had to go to the airport, so it was super early, and he woke me up. He didn't woke you up because you were 9 years old. It was too hard for him.
Yeah.
And to say bye to us and come back to a country without us. Our dad is really attached to us. So
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
has it's good that we have a great relationship. And he said to me, "Hey, I leave your brother to you and your mother. From this point forward, you are the man in the house. So whatever happens in the house, you have to fix it. You have to take care of it. You're 16 years old. I know it's a lot of responsibility for you, but you have to do it. For now, I'm not gonna be here, so you have to take care of the family." And I'm like, I'm getting itchy now.
Chills.
Yeah. And he said that to me, and probably from that point when he said that was like the switch that I had in me, because from when I was 15 years old and when he was in the house, I didn't care about anything. Basically, I cared about my life, my girlfriends, hang out and have a good time. I didn't have any responsibility. But when he said that to me, basically crying, that changed. That was a switch. That was like, poop. Now from this point, I have to be responsible. Now I have to change myself. I can't be whoever I was before. And from that moment on, I had to take care of you.
Yeah.
I had to be that male person,
That big
responsible, that big brother that needed to take care of you, needed to know that you were safe. I remember that I used to take you every single day to the school, then take you out to the house, make sure to get this, get that, the money, the food, this. And I had a lot of struggle with mom, because I was getting so into the point that I thought that I was so big, so responsible, that my mom used to fight every single day with me.
That happens.
And it was a bad moment, but that helped me to be who I am today, and that changed me and made me who I am today. It was not easy, and at the end, I'm not your dad, I'm your brother at the end, but I tried to just do the best I could.
But you did a big brother job. You, when the most I needed you, will say it's back then. We're together. We've always been together with our family. If I tell you guys about our family, you wouldn't believe us. I've met so many people here that have and here and outside too. Their family are honestly just fucked up. They don't really. I don't think they ever got the meaning of being a parent or being, or bringing someone to live in this world and just not take the care that they need. Our parents did the completely opposite. I mean, they're not together right now, but they're like best friends. They do those things because of us. And from the moment that I was a little grown and my brother was basically a man and they decided to separate, we're fine with it. We knew that was going to be the best for them. But we also knew that we were still going to be together. I mean,
you can give a better point in that.
In what?
You're a father already, so you can be
about family.
Yeah, about taking care of the child.
It's
be a good dad and all that.
Family. At the end of the day, your sons or your daughters and your fathers are your closest family. Yeah. And that's a family that is
not just closest family, closest friends.
Closest friend, closest everything.
Well, family is family, but closest friends. So like that's also like like you're saying. My brother and my dad is my best friend.
Exactly.
I mean, they come before anything, because imagine, I was being a little kid. I couldn't do anything in life, and who was taking care of me? It was my dad, my mom, and him. And shit, when we think bad of all the messed up things we've done when we were kids or said, because I said a lot of mean things to my parents too when I was growing up, and now I regret them obviously, but he taught me what family love is. I saw him suffering when I said those things. I saw how much it hurt them, and I realized those points, and at that point I realized that they love me, and it's just not that, like a lot of things. And a lot of people, are not really.
It's not that. Really. I want to say something about that so you can understand. Every time, like every year that passed in your life, you think let's say this is the example. In this moment, whatever you think is true or whatever you think is good, you really think, you really believe it, right? It's the same thing like when you were 12 years old. When you were 12 years old, whatever you learned or you knew at that age, you think that you knew everything at that age. It's like now, you think that you know a lot. Mm-hmm. But in 10 years, you're going to look back to when you were 20, you're going to say, damn, I was so stupid back then, man. What the fuck I was thinking? It's so the same thing that you're thinking now when you were 13. Or like I'm 25, so I'm thinking how I used to think when I was 15. And I'm like, oh my God, what a stupid person that was. I didn't want my father to take me to the school in the bad car and things like that. That's so stupid, man.
That's so stupid.
Oh my God. If I see that kid now, that 15-year-old Lazaro, I would fucking smash him in the face.
Smack him.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? You look good. Look at that. Who gives a fuck about the car? It's not the car. It's you.
It's you, honestly.
You know what I mean? But I thought that I was a good person back then, or that my thoughts were good, but they were not. It's going to happen the same thing when I'm 35. When I'm 35, I'm going to look back at this guy right now. I'm going to say, look at that guy. That guy was so stupid. I know a lot more than him now. It's the same thing. You're a different person every time.
Especially every 10 years.
Every 10 years, you're a different person. Yeah. Just think about it. Think when you were 15.
Oh, my God.
You were so different.
So it was a whole completely point of view.
And you thought you were good.
Yes.
And you thought that
I was right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You didn't do it with purpose. You know what? With the things that you said to your mom or to your father. Back then, that's what you thought it was good.
If I see like you said, if I see that little Ariel right now, I would probably smack him. Yeah, straight on, just smack him. Little fat Ariel, just say something again. Bah!
Exactly.
Say it. Bah!
I would do the same thing to me.
And it is, but when you were saying that back then, you would care about the car, you would go to school and stuff like that. It's because when we were younger, we were just care what people would say about us.
That's what I'm saying.
At some point of a life where we've been through so much, you learn that you don't care what people have to say about you.
It doesn't matter.
You know who you are, and you know yourself better than anyone else. Exactly. you know, you shouldn't care for those young kids out there. You shouldn't care what you go through. I mean, if your parents don't have a good economic life, where you can change that, you know.
Bro.
Or a lot of people, like a lot of kids, find themselves like less than someone just because they say their parent gave him a really nice car and stuff like that. I did care a lot what people would think back then.
You
now
did,
I just don't care, because at some point you have to stop caring.
No.
You know who you are.
Yes. Every time, like for example, me, this is something that feels uncomfortable sometimes. Every time I go out, or every time someone comes, let's say to do something for me in the house, and I'm driving my car, so I'm doing that, and they come to me and they say, "Oh my God, I love your car. Oh my God, I love this. Oh my God, what a beautiful car." I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know? That feels uncomfortable because the only thing I say is thank you. Oh yes, thank you. But I don't say anything else because it feels uncomfortable. You know, it feels like I don't want you to see me like
Exactly.
that God, because I'm not a God. I'm just fighting and working for what I like. And I'm driving this car because I wanted that car so bad that I fight for it. You know, I work for it. And I got to a point. I had the opportunity to buy it, and I had the capital to buy it, and I have the house because of that. It's because I was working for that, but not because I want you to see me like that kind of God that would make that possible, and you don't have it. No. You can't have it. You can't have anything. You can if you work and you put yourself 150% every single day, and you get the positive energy you need, you will get it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it is a Ferrari. It doesn't matter if it is a Lamborghini or a Bugatti. Eventually, you will get to the point that you will be able to get it.
Of course.
You just have to work and get 150%, not 150% concentrated in making that possible.
Absolutely. No, look, it's, talking about that, I've had a few cars already. I'm 20.
A few?
I did a lot of dumb mistakes, things that you have to learn from. And when I was 18, I mean, it's just me being 18 and having a very, very nice car. I had a lot of friends that would ask me, "Oh, how you doing?" and stuff like that. And I would feel uncomfortable like you.
Listen, my man.
Like you said.
You were 15 and you had a Mercedes.
Exactly.
No, but that's...
A Mercedes.
If I had a Mercedes when I was 15, my dick will fall off. I had a bicycle when I was 15.
Let's get serious.
A bicycle.
Me too.
You guys didn't have a bicycle. You never wanted a bicycle to school. I did.
No, but I was 15 when I was in Cuba.
I went to a bicycle to 4-0, my friend.
You went for
Yes,
a bicycle?
in 9th grade. Yes, I went.
You know why he didn't go anymore in a bicycle? Because the girl that he liked in high school said to him, "Oh my God, what an ugly bicycle." He was like, "Okay, fuck."
That's not true. That's not true. I didn't go anymore because I moved and then I was too far. But I used to go on a bicycle to school.
Nah, I wouldn't go to bicycle in school in this school year. I wouldn't have done it. Maybe if I were younger, maybe if I would have been when you came, you were 11. Maybe you went to bicycle. You went to 1 week.
Went to bicycle? No, went to school in a bicycle.
Well, yeah. You went to school in a bicycle.
I did.
But 1 week. So
the last day I gave it away.
I may have done it. I may not. I don't know. I'm a complicated person.
But why not?
But why not? Yeah,
I
want to get to a point.
That.
And I'm a complicated person, and at that point, as you said, if I go back in time and I see myself at that point, I will smack the shit out of me, because that doesn't make who you are.
No, man.
Whatever
that's so
you have
stupid.
doesn't make who you are. And I was so stupid. Yes, I was. I wouldn't go on bicycle. You did, which is impressive and is great, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Because it doesn't matter. You were 14. You were a child. Yes, if you have a bicycle, why not go to school in a bicycle?
But this is the problem. I mean, if you're 25, if you're 30, and you still have a bicycle, then yeah, you have a problem. You need to do something. But you're 14 years old. You're 15 years old. You're not supposed to have a car. If you can, you do.
What happens?
You're not supposed to have a car.
I felt that in life. Like some kids had their parents had the opportunity to have nice cars. They had, and they were popular in school and all that, and that feels like you're getting they're leaving you behind, and they not only that, sometimes they make you feel bad on purpose. Like they have the opportunity to go to school in a car, or their parents have money and they have a good life, and they make you uncomfortable. They make you feel that way. They do bad things. They treat each other bad, and they do it to feel all these people like left behind. To feel bigger, to feel higher.
But it really doesn't matter now, honestly. I mean,
because it's the only way they can.
That's the only, basically.
it really doesn't matter now. Like if you were popular in school and stuff like that.
No, but if kids are watching us, or they will be watching us.
Oh, for sure.
I want them to know, if you were 15, 12, or you're young, man, forget about those things.
Don't be embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed. Be yourself.
Exactly.
Be
It doesn't
positive.
matter. Go to the gym.
Exactly.
Be strong.
Exactly.
Let the guy with the car don't go to the gym.
No,
you're gonna
definitely.
see.
So don't feel bad for those things. Eventually in life, you will make yourself better, and eventually you will have everything you want to.
I didn't have a car until I was 18. You don't remember?
Yes.
I was the last one to get a car.
And what was it?
It was a Mitsubishi
Lancer.
That my cousin gave it to
2001.
me for free. It didn't cost me nothing. Thank you.
Thank you, cousin.
Yeah, he gave it to me for free. Stick shift. That was my first car.
I remember that one.
The second gear, it didn't go through. You need to go one, and then for the second, what's it like?
Esa pintura.
And then he went in.
Esa pintura.
I was the only one who knew how to do it. He couldn't put second.
He knew how to drive manual, but he couldn't
Well,
drive.
not my car. My car was bad to drive.
That was manual ni manual.
Yeah, man.
We did have so many good times
Of course.
with that car.
Amazing time.
Amazing times. We used to. I mean, that car. It was the gas was cheap. You know.
We used to take my car to go to work.
Yeah, we used to work in Valley Parking, and we used to go in your car because it was a lot cheaper
Oh,
than
for
going
sure,
mine.
man. $20 a week.
Yeah,
I love that car. I want it
Tell me
now.
about it. And me and my best friend talk about it all the time. I mean, when I had my Mercedes, I didn't have a job, and my parents used to pay for my car. They gave it to me as a gift because that's whatever I always wanted. And I used to have a whole week with $20. It would give me $20 a week for gas and whatever I would have extra. I would put $10 in the tank, and then I would leave $10 for my chickens.
Oh, for sure, yeah. My chickens. My chickens. My chickens and chicken nuggets. That were the food back then.
Yeah.
I haven't touched my chicken, like, I'm telling you. I'm a chicken.
bro.
Probably in 6 years.
No, I take that thing every time I go out and
haven't-
get
I
drunk.
haven't
That's
touched
my
No,
to
yeah,
go.
no.
I have eaten McDonald's, but I haven't.
No, yeah, it's been years.
It's been years.
I never liked my
never
chickens.
liked the
It's just
chicken,
that was the
let me
only
tell
thing
you.
that I could buy at the time.
So someone could buy for us.
I love them. I would never leave them. I still think the price makes them delicious. But now they're going like they're like $2 now. So
Yeah?
yeah. They used to be
$2 and
$1.
some.
Now it's $2. Everything's going up.
Me and your brother?
Even the dollar store went up.
Me and
They're
your
not-
brother used to go to McDonald's, and they, as soon as they saw us, they would make like 20 McChickens because we would get all of
Yeah,
them.
we used to go to one McDonald's, and they knew us already, and we were like me, him, and
Marcus.
And Marcos. We used to go,
Ah.
and we were walking inside, and they were like,
hambre.
20 McChickens,
20
please.
McChickens, please. We used to eat a lot of McChickens, let me tell
But
you.
Anna, I used
Didn't
to
you
eat
guys
2 or
used to
3.
eat? Yeah, like I remember, like Marco, you guys used to go to the gym and then come out to a perrada gordo and
And eat 3 fucking
and
Ferradas.
eat 3 gordo burger.
Well, that was when we had a little more money. We were working.
Yeah, we were
But
working.
before going to work,
Oh, yeah.
we couldn't afford a Ferrara. We need to go to the chicken, my friend, and ask for water and put soda.
Hey, we still do that at Chipotle. I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody does that. This is something you can just.
They know.
already
They
making
know.
money.
Nobody
don't
wants to
worry.
pay the extra $4 for a drink. Hey, just let me get a water. Let me get
cup
a
of water,
I have something on that. You know that my first job was McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
I only last 15 days. They asked me to work
that's the
from
most
3 a.m.
common-
to 11, so I didn't. But listen, I have something with that, with the water and then with the drinks. There was a guy, it was an old guy. He asked me for iced tea. McDonald's, the iced tea, McDonald's is like a big cup, you know? But he didn't ask me for the iced tea. I would give him the big iced tea cup. He asked me for a large Coke. So I put on the machine, large Coke. But large Coke is like $3 or $4. But the iced tea is like $1. So when I said to him, $4 or 3 something, he got so mad with me. He's like, you charging me $3. They always charge me $1 and whatever, blah, blah, blah. My testosterone back then was high. So I went and I said to him, listen, you don't scream to me. I might work here, but you don't scream to me, okay? What do you want? You want this one? You get it, okay? The guy, he wanted to fight me because I charged him $3. He's used to people to give him the iced tea. But I didn't know. I was new. What did I know?
How can you make a big show just for $3? Like, come on. I may not have, I may have situations where I don't have a lot of money, but I still never take myself that low. Just come on, like,
brother.
Especially when somebody's doing their job, like, a lot of people would get mad. A lot of people get mad for persons that are doing their job. Like, for example, me when I'm doing sales and I'm actually calling customers because, they need assistance with something and they're getting a lot of calls from other people and they get pissed at me because I'm doing my job, or somebody like a security in a club and stuff like that is doing their job and people get mad. You can't get mad for people doing their job. You have to understand their point. Like he's working, you were working at McDonald's, somebody getting mad at you because they got to pay $3 for a Coke. I think that's absolutely stupid. If you can pay $1, why can't you just pay $3 and shut up and just keep going with your life? Like, you prefer making a show for stuff like that? Like, come on.
Well, that guy wanted to hit me, let me tell you, okay? He wanted to hit me for those $2.
I would.
I just got mad and he's like, whoa.
Well, yes, that's what we should do. But you can't. And I don't know, people get mad for just small things. But it is how it is.
I think also like the law, it's
kind of messed up, but also like not just messed up, kind of soft.
Sometimes soft. Like I have a belief strong. Like, why? Like, if you don't want people to steal and stuff like that, why just take you to jail? Honestly, I would just cut their hands off or something like that. That's how I think of it. Like, why doing it? Like, you want to do it, and then you gotta get the consequences. Like, yeah, go to jail and then get a free meal and don't get any bills. Like, nah. For me, that's soft.
There's a lot of messed up things in the law.
If you kill somebody and like if you obviously you always have to defend yourself because there's a lot of weird people in this world, and I see, and there's been situations where I've been around a few weirdos and I'm like, okay, I should really keep myself on peak right now, and watch myself and watch the people around me as well. Damn, I lost myself.
Well, I'm going to end you with this. I always say this. I prefer my daughter to go and see me at prison than to go and bury me at a cemetery. That's it.
No.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Well, yes.
Yes. I prefer my daughter to go and see me
in prison than go to the cemetery.
Then go to the cemetery and say that my dad lost his life.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's losing life.
Well, when
I was talking about the law, I was talking about if
you were talking about weirdos?
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I know that.
If I get into a point, I'm gonna let me continue. If I get into a point with a person that my life is endangered, my life will always be first than his. So when it comes to that point, I will fight the fuck out of him, and I will make sure that I'm not the one dying. Like, if you get me to a point, I don't want to be in that situation. But if you get me there, I will fuck you up. And make sure that I'm not the one dying.
At least you have a chance of escaping prison. You don't have a chance of
escaping death. No, when if you put me in that position, no, definitely. We'll go see me to prison, but you won't see me in the cemetery.
For sure.
Fuck you. It's my life.
I mean, when you defend yourself, you really have a way to get out of prison. I mean, that's not. But when you do it like criminals, like actual criminals, people are psychos that like to kill for fun and stuff like that. There's actually people like that.
Psychos, yes. Law is too soft for psycho
It's
people.
too soft. I mean, they freaking inject them when some bullshit so they can die sometimes.
No.
Because there's a lot of criminals right now, school shooters and stuff like that is still alive, and I don't even know why. I would just shoot him down until his body's just completely messed up, because what the hell was going through his mind when he decided to, do stuff like that? Like Psychos, for example, a show a lot of people might seen already, Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't know if you saw that show.
I saw a show.
You saw a show?
But
that's his story. It's
Jeffrey
a little
Dahmer,
weird.
That's a psychological problem.
But a lot of people are like that.
Psychological problem.
A lot of people like to, there's a lot of rapists in this world that like to rape women and then,
Yes.
kill them and stuff like that. That those are psychos that don't deserve to live. They don't deserve softness. They don't deserve, what's it called?
Back in the days, back in the 1600s, back in those days, like 400 or 500 years ago, if you committed a crime, then you would die. Hanged, or they cut the head.
That's how they should have kept it, in my opinion.
Yes and no, because here's the thing. Today's days, even someone can be a criminal, like in one point, but someone can actually also can be trying to make you a criminal. You know what I mean? Maybe one person is the actual criminal, and that person is creating things in faking things, so he can make the other person criminal. So if I take those laws, I may be killing an innocent person. So today's day is a little bit more complicated. That's why it takes longer. That's why they put you in prison. That's why this and that. But sometimes, yes, sometimes it's a little soft. But how can you know when to be soft and when to be hard? So that's why this country, that's why in this country you have some states that has a death penalty, and all the countries doesn't have the death penalty. They are a little bit softer, and like Florida, it has a death penalty. They put it back again, like in 2013, I think 2012, 2013, they put it back again. So
most are Republican states.
Exactly. So it exists. It's complicated, but it's there.
But it's some bullshit. It's soft as hell.
It is, as I said.
It's soft as hell.
Sometimes it's soft, but
like
you
people
can't
are not scared of it.
Yeah, but you need to make sure that you're killing the right person.
When you're killing the right person. You're talking to that person and you tell them, you did this, this, and that.
Listen,
how do you feel about it? That person will tell you, I would do it again. Kill that motherfucker.
But imagine that one person decides every single thing in life. Like decides your life, decides your future, decides what you're gonna do. That wouldn't be life. If one person kills one other person and then you decide, you killed him, okay, you die. And then what if that person is not the right person to make that decision? So you see what I'm talking about? It's too much going around.
I'll send them to heaven to get judged.
Sometimes it's soft.
It's difficult, my friend.
It's difficult to make that decision.
I think the world is soft. I mean, not the world, because there is part of the world that there's some laws like that still exist. You'll actually just get killed and nobody will ever know about you again. For example, Cuba, if you go against the communists, you would definitely get,
my man,
you will definitely die and nobody in your family will know about you. Just because going against the communism,
yeah, but that's bad. That's not good.
I want to bring up.
That's not good.
I want to bring up.
Obviously, that's not good. That's not being a criminal. Being a criminal for me is just trying to hurt other people that are innocent. For example, if you're in a car crash, I heard not too long ago that some guy, his brakes failed on driving a truck. He wasn't on his phone or nothing like that, and he accidentally killed someone in the accident. That person got a lot of years for that.
I wanna
That's
bring
an
up
innocent
something.
person for me. That's somebody that's innocent. Yeah, he has to pay for the fact that he took an innocent life and stuff like that. But that guy never meant to hurt nobody. That guy was just a beautiful soul trying to, do something in life. And we're the ones judging him and holding him back. So why are you holding a person that is innocent back? And then you being soft with somebody that is not innocent, that is actually a criminal and a fucking asshole.
Yes, but there's a bunch of people involved making that decision.
Can I swear over here? Can you bleep all this stuff? I think I swear a lot.
What do you mean?
Like bleep. Bleep my swearing words. I don't think I can swear.
What do you mean swear? What do you mean by that?
Swear is like decir malas palabras.
Of course, man. This is uncensored. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Well,
you can.
yeah, no, talk. I mean, if
You
you
can
take
talk
it
whatever
out.
you want to say.
Bueno,
It doesn't
anyways,
matter.
Some words you can say. I mean, you can't be saying, saying.
Explicit.
But yeah.
I do say whatever, man. Sometimes I just don't care what I say.
But I want to bring up a topic so we can change topic because we're going
talking
up.
too serious, man.
Yeah, too much.
Too serious.
So let's say
We're being too serious.
let's bring a
I'm
topic
getting-
that I want to talk to you about.
Getting bored.
Come on,
I want to talk to you about women.
Oh God.
woman. Oh,
Women,
guy's
not
a
woman. Women.
He is
Women.
the king, man,
Yes,
of women.
the king of women.
It's right here. This
Women?
guy right here.
no, I'm a
Wanna
good
be
guy.
like
I'm
him
a
when I
good
grow
guy.
up?
I'm a good guy. I actually have a very amazing heart.
I want to talk to you about women.
Ay, Dios mío.
Yo, he's
Tell
gonna
me-
talk to us.
Yes. Tell me what you think about women these days.
I think I believe I'm also like a very equal guy, and I believe a woman can do a lot of things as well. I think nowadays women really, not women, girls, on their 18s, 20, because that's my age, on their 20s and stuff like that, they hold themselves back until they have a kid or something like that. That's when they really let themselves out. Like women can do so much. I mean, I really believe strongly women have a lot of advantage that they really don't take care of. Like they don't take advantage of. You guys have a lot of opportunities. And for example, I support women that really want to go out there and make their money no matter what. For example, us guys, we have to do it. We have to go out there and find a way to make money no matter what. A lot of people do it legally. A lot of people do it legally. But we do it no matter what.
So money gives you a status. So if I'm a rich guy and we go out and you're a poor guy and we go out, I have an advantage because I have the money. So basically I can get a bunch of women, 3, 5, 7 women at the same time if I want to. So that gives me an advantage as a man. But now it's super hard for a person that doesn't have that capital, doesn't have that opportunity to make that happen. Now women works completely different. Women, they don't need money. They don't need money at all. So, because if a woman right now says, I want to go to a yacht and she's cute, she goes to the yacht right away.
I know them.
With
They
a
don't
DM.
need-
With a DM.
It's like, I want to be on, they can say, hey, I want to be on a yacht right now. Okay, that's fine. Next day, they're in the yacht. You're cute, you're in a yacht.
You know why? A lot of men don't know how to value themselves. A lot of good looking men that have money, they want to want to give the world to a woman, stuff like that. And the woman that looks at you through your money or whatever you have, that is not the right woman. Trust me.
That is
you
not
just
the
want to,
right
if
woman.
you like her, and if you think she's good looking and sexy, bro, trust me, get in your bed and tell her goodbye. That's the best you can do.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
For a man with a lot of money, a woman that's interested in his money, she's only a transaction, my friend.
A transaction.
A
She's
transaction.
only a transaction.
I love that.
Okay?
I love
That
that.
is the answer that you have there.
Yeah,
That guy
it's
with
only
a lot of
transaction.
money, he just have 20 transactions, you know?
Yeah, just
That's what he thinks.
Just an ATM.
And I'm gonna tell you this: women fuck who they want, right?
Yes.
And guys fuck who they can.
Yes.
But women marry who they can, and guys marry who they want. Yeah, you like that? Huh? You like that? And that is a hard truth, man. That's a hard truth.
That's a good one.
That is a fucking good one.
That's well said.
We fucking marry who we want,
Who we want.
not who we can.
There you go. So yes,
Absolutely.
those guys who has a lot of money, that's a transaction.
That is a transaction. But I'm saying there's guys that should give a lot of women that type of value, and
Lovely transaction.
we don't get that value.
I wanna
We don't-
say-
we definitely-
I
I mean, I want a sugar mama. If somebody want to be my sugar mama, I'll accept it. I'll still work for myself.
I wanna give you my
I'll get a sugar
point of
mama.
view over there. I have a mother, and I will live and die for my mother every single day, and I respect every single woman. But I think women should respect themselves a little bit better, and they should not be open to every single person out there like an open book. They should make better choices like the way that we make. They have the option and they can make better choices, but you can't think that you will get in life a perfect guy, tall, beautiful, handsome, strong, rich, that can give you the perfect life. That blueprints, you won't find it out there like that. It's not like we are spread it away. No. It's not that easy. You can make a man. If you choose wisely, if you take your time and you choose the right man, you can make that man that blueprints.
Of course.
That man can be rich in 10 years, in 5 years, in 3, in whatever. But if you support that man and you give the man the support that he needs, he will get it eventually to a point, and he can get you to a point. I mean, of course, as I say, you gotta choose wisely. Not every single man can be that person that you want.
Or want. Not every
Exactly.
single man want to be that person.
Or want.
Because we all can. We all have the same opportunities. Some of us recognize it, some of us don't recognize the opportunities, which is a big difference. The difference between making it and not making it is recognizing the opportunity and taking
the opportunity.
because we all had good opportunities in our life. Sometimes we don't take it, sometimes we don't see it.
Something that just came to my head, and I want to go straight to it and tell those people out there that are like that. I have had a lot of friends in the past that have told me stories of a guy that have a lot of money. They have a lot of money, and they decide to take girls out on dinner, choose for dinners, and they say, oh, let's go out on dinner. I'll give you $2,000, $5,000, stuff like that. There's actually, it says, and I want to say to those guys out there, you're really looking dumb.
No, you are
Listen,
fucking
$2,000 to go to
dumb.
dinner?
$2,000 to go to dinner?
Why are you looking dumb? Because you're not giving yourself the respect you need. If that woman is giving themselves the respect that they should go out on dinner with you to take your money, you're the dumb guy that's not giving yourself your respect.
Oh
You
my
can absolutely go out there and talk to a woman. And if you can talk to somebody about business and somebody about this and that, why can't you just talk to a woman about, and try to be like them? If a woman likes you and they come to you and they try to seduce you, and then you're okay, whatever. Why can't you just go to a woman and before you show them the money and you're gonna give them $2,000? That's you're looking dumb, because that woman is gonna take your money and then go and spend it with her boyfriend.
Someone else.
Who's giving $2,000 for dinner?
Bro, what? Bro,
No, but I'm open to that dinner.
I'm open to that dinner.
What do you need?
No,
to
the
put
funny thing is that
Dinner for lady.
just go to dinner and
The
$2,000?
thing is that there's actually just guys like that. And
Well, yeah,
I understand that whenever you want to have a good time, but there's also sick guys. To me, you guys are sick. If you want to spend all your money on a strip club and stuff like that, just because you don't have anything else better to do, and I don't know, like, come on, you guys should love yourself a little bit more. Give yourself respect, because women gives themselves respect. And
remember something, as Lashi said, sometimes that's only a transaction.
Exactly, my friend. If you go to a strip club and you're paying and you're having a good time, buddy, that's not for the women. You're doing it for you.
yeah,
In
but
that
that's
case,
once in a while. What about when you see a guy at the club?
every single day.
night,
Yes,
Well,
that's a
every
problem.
single night, you better have a lot of
and
money.
they do.
Or they work only to go that
No,
day.
but we all see life different. You
Yes.
cannot judge that guy. If that guy works for spending money On girls, that's okay. I don't see nothing wrong with that, my friend.
I do see wrong that like people were. I mean, I believe women give themselves so much respect.
No.
And I
Those
don't think
guys are stealing your girls. That's the problem. That's the problem that you have.
I'm
You
the
steal
guy-
their girl.
He's
I'm the
stealing
guy.
them.
I'm the guy that's enjoying the money.
Yes.
There you go. Oh,
You
that's
see?
something else.
I'm the guy. You want to take her to dinner? That's fine. Take
You
her
see?
to a dinner. We're gonna go on a cruise after that.
I didn't know
No,
that.
yes.
You know?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, bro. Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
There's so
I don't
many
see
guys
it
like that.
No, definitely
So many.
I don't see that. That for me is not right. My self-esteem is super high. I'm sorry, but
Mine
it is.
too.
That's the
I'm
way
sorry.
it is. And
It is.
I love myself, and I have my self-esteem to the roof.
We can see that.
Yes.
No,
As you can see, I'm a bald-headed guy, and I don't fucking care about that. I never put a hat on me, and I don't like it because I'm who I am, and I love myself the way I am. To that point of a woman, you saying hi to a woman, and you getting out a woman or something, or getting into that point. If you love yourself enough, then why do that and spend money unconsciously?
I would say
and
spend it on something else, bro.
Exactly.
Help the poor, help kids that are in need. You know, like why would you spend it on a woman that's just trying to take your money, bro?
Especially
Come on.
because we spoke about this about OnlyFans one time. We spoke about that, and the people men that go to OnlyFans and they spend $20, $100, $50 or whatever every time to see a picture or to see content of a woman in OnlyFans. Why would you do that? Just go to a porn website and see a porn.
You say,
whatever.
bro, Pornhub.
A
You say-
Pornhub. Just why go spend money on a girl on OnlyFans? I mean, 20, 30 fucking bucks. Why?
But there is people for everything. There is people for everything.
But why would you do that?
It's okay.
Alexis,
it's hard
Texas?
to be a guy. Let me tell you.
Hold on.
It is.
Alexis, Texas, if you're watching, I'm a big fan.
Yes.
Alexis, me too.
Oh no, I got a fan too.
Yeah.
I won't say it, but I got a fan too. Every single one of us have.
Yeah.
Alexis Texas, I'm a big fan. You know,
But-
if you want to do content, I'm only 20 and you're probably like 40, 50 now, but we can talk
What's the
about
name
it.
of the one
Age
that
is
I
just
like?
a number.
The one with the heart.
With the heart, she's one of the first ones.
Yeah, it's the first one. The one with the blue eyes, right?
Yeah, something like that. The one that it's hanging out with Logan Paul and all
Yeah,
that.
something like that. What's her name?
Lana Rhodes.
Lana Rose.
If you want to do Lana Rhodes, if you want to do some content, we got your guy.
25, like you said.
He's only 25. It's available.
Listen, she should have had a kid, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
With an NBA guy.
NBA guy?
God
Yeah, he
damn, I
plays
ain't getting
in
there.
the-
Let's
yeah,
go back.
Damn.
NBA, right? It's
Yeah,
basketball.
I think I heard something about that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out. I'm
When I was
Now-
young,
I mean, you're out, bro. Does it freaking matter?
I was a big fan of Alexis Texas when I was young.
Oh, me too.
That's
Because
my
Alexis
Believe
Texas, she's doing it for a long time.
Believe me, that was my porn star.
Yeah, that was mine too.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah, for sure.
And while we're talking about this, for myself, I absolutely respect women. And I don't
Yes.
care if you do what you do, bro. You're doing you because like if you feel happy doing porn or you're doing OnlyFans, and because
Well,
it's getting
most-
you the money, it's getting you a
Well,
good
doing
point of life.
porn is not a
I
happiness.
respect that.
Yeah, but they don't do it as a happiness. They do it for money.
Yeah,
and
no,
they
I don't think you
status.
Who
can
said?
do porn for it.
Yes, they don't. No,
All
no,
those,
no.
all those porn stars didn't do it for money because many porn stars didn't make a lot of money. They did because they also enjoy that.
No.
Yes,
they
and
don't.
I respect that.
I don't think they
absolutely
enjoy.
respect
I don't
that.
think they enjoy that life because I've seen many podcasts.
Me too.
That they invite them, and they talk about their experience, and they don't seem happy.
They don't. No, and they didn't
They're
like
not
it.
there's a
happy.
lot
They
of
You
didn't
actually
like.
see that they enjoy and they come. You know what? They don't come. Not the women.
No, it's like that. That you can't
That's
tell me
all a
that.
scene. That's all a scene.
Yeah, that's all a scene. That's all a
all a
movie.
scene.
That's all an acting. And you know that's all.
Bro,
acting.
imagine yourself with me, your brother,
Exactly,
and a lot
like
of
us
people
three
watching
around
you with the camera,
with the camera.
with someone else.
Someone else is.
You better take
That is
3
a
hours
job.
to do that because
That
you ain't
is a
getting
job.
Yeah, no,
Huh?
it's
That's a job, yeah.
it. It's a job, bro. You don't
least
enjoy
Especially
that.
when you do scenes, you know.
Yeah.
Like porn stars, they do scenes. Yeah.
I believe that if you are an honest guy, a hardworking guy, and you text a woman, you text a woman if that woman likes you, like physically, or
You don't. It doesn't matter just
Yeah, that
physically. A
woman
guy can
likes
look
you
very
or
good, but
whatever.
it has a freaking.
I believe. Here's what I believe. I believe
Peanut in
that
the
they
head.
can talk and they can have a relationship and they can get something someone else. So some women, in my experience, some women you text them and they don't text you back, or they take your time, they take their time and all that, and that's a game. They're playing a game to make you wait and to make you feel connected to them, and that's a game that they like to play. But I know that because based on experience.
But you also have to accept that not every woman can like you.
Exactly, not every
You have
single
to
woman.
accept that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of fishes in the sea. So if that one doesn't work, just jump to the
Just
next
jump
one,
to
bro.
the next one.
Let it go and then throw it again.
That I love that.
We're
I
learning,
love
we're
that
learning,
saying.
man, we're
There's a lot of features in the sea.
There's a lot of fishes in the sea, and so like I also like the men that let themselves down for because one woman told them no, buddy. What are you gonna do about life when life tells you no? That's a point of looking to life too. Don't ever let yourself down for a woman.
No,
bro. Come on.
no.
Fishes, get the fishes.
Don't let yourself down because a woman said no to
Make
you.
sure it's
But
a
it's
clean
not
fish
that,
though.
bro.
Make sure it's a clean
Why-
fish.
Why would she have to say yes? Why?
Yeah.
You just put yourself in her point
In
of
her
view.
point, in her
Why would
shoes.
she have to like you?
What do you have to offer?
No, it's not
Not
that.
just
It's
that
why
you
she
have to
doesn't
offer.
like
Why?
you.
What
It
about if
doesn't
she's
matter.
just you don't know
You're not her type.
No, what
Yeah.
I'm saying, when I say what do you have to offer is what do you have to offer as a person,
Exactly. It's just-
as a you, as
They don't have
yourself.
to-
They
it's
don't
like-
have to say yes every single time. Why?
Bro, it's like you probably have girls that like you that you don't like.
Exactly.
That's normal.
Bunch of those.
That's very normal. Vice versa, going back, it's the same thing for
I've
everyone.
I've had a lot of those. I mean, I've been in nightclubs, and I've had some women that comes to me and they say, "Oh my God, you're just so handsome.
Yeah, whatever.
You want to dance?" But they're not my kind. They're not my type. And unfortunately, it's super uncomfortable, and I don't even know how to say, "I'm sorry, but
Yeah, it's hard.
I don't want to dance right now," or I don't feel good, and I have to create something to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
out of that situation. And I'm sorry for all the times that I did it. I respect every single woman, but I mean, I can't say no to every single person.
But it happens the same backwards.
It happens the same the other
It's
way
the same
around.
thing.
I
But
also,
but the good point that he said earlier is don't feel bad because a woman says no to you. Just go to the next one.
that's not the one. You just
not the
Some
one.
guys get mad.
yeah.
Some guys, they text a woman, the woman
they get
don't text
mad.
back, and they get mad with the woman. Like nigga,
nigga, why?
What do you have in your head?
Yeah, exactly.
You crazy?
Bro, yeah. It's
How can you get mad with a woman because she doesn't like you? Like who you are, your God?
Exactly.
Everybody has to like you.
everybody has to like you, absolutely, yeah. Man, I was gonna
That's
say
a good
something.
point.
I was gonna say a good point, but it came out of my head. Yeah. Oh, you guys keep it going now. If it comes back,
Well,
I'll
we've been
say it.
talking for quite some time. Like,
Yeah,
We
we've
can
been
keep
for
it
2
on.
hours.
You know, this is.
Well, that's
keep
good.
it on for
That's
a
good.
little.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
We've been it's been a month. Like it's been a month.
been a month since we
since
haven't
the
done a
last
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah.
So it's good that we're creating some content.
No, for sure. We can keep talking.
To end, let's give a final advice to guys out there.
About woman,
Yes.
give yourself respect.
What's a good way to approach a woman nowadays?
You just look at them. For me, for my example, my point of view, I look at them. They feel me. They look at me back and they feel me. Then I have a chance to go talk to them. If the woman has no interest in you, you don't know what's going on in her life. Just don't waste your time either. Because at some point when she's maybe going through something that she's not interested in you at all, you're just gonna look worse. Don't push it. Don't
Don't push it.
don't push it. Just don't push it.
Don't get mad with her.
Exactly.
Don't get mad with her.
No, but
If she
that's-
doesn't like you.
That's
Yeah.
even worse. Like you said earlier, like why would you get mad at a girl that doesn't like you, bro? Like not everyone has to like you, and you have to understand their point of life. Like I said earlier, you don't know what they're going through, and maybe they just has something bad happen to them, or they're out there. Like some girls I've seen before that go out there with their friends, and they want to focus on their friends because they should had a boy that hurt them and stuff like that. And you got guys on top of them. Oh, let's get a drink, let's dance. And they're like, no, we're fine, we're okay. No, but like you look so beautiful. Come on, bro, just back off. She already told you no. You're gonna look much better saying, okay, it was nice to see you. Oh, well, nice to meet you. My name is Ariel, or my name is whatever. If, here's my number if you want it. Or if I see you around, come say hi. Mm-hmm. Don't be a stranger. That's it. And then just walk away. But if you stay there pushing it and stuff like that, that girl's going to look at you like a weirdo. That girl is never going to talk to you again. And if she ever sees you, she's going to turn her back and try not to look towards your way.
Yes.
But if you turn around and you do what I said, she's definitely going to feel comfortable with you and comfortable when the next time she sees you. And she's going to come say hi, because everyone that I've talked to, they always come back and say hi to me.
You don't want a woman to think that you are a psycho.
Or you're desperate.
The
way a guy treats a woman or talk to a woman or approach a woman, the way he does it talks a lot about himself.
Yes.
A lot. If you approach a woman, if you respect a woman, if you get mad with a woman because she doesn't like you, that talks a lot about you. Mm-hmm. You have no self-confidence in your life if you do it. Because if you love yourself,
yes,
and somebody doesn't like you, that's okay, because hello, that's the real world.
Now, this is an advice that I will give out there to women. Don't treat nobody, don't treat a person, a man, in a bad way. Don't get yourself into that. Like, what I'm trying to say is, if you are in a bar, if you are in a place and a man comes to you and he says hi and in a proper way, don't treat him bad. Don't say, hey, just go out and knock out, get the fuck out.
Oh yeah,
don't get yourself to that, because that says a lot about you. Don't just say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm good. Hey, thank you, and just be polite. As a woman, because I'm a man, and as a woman, in my life, I'm super natural. I'm like, I like to talk. I like to be gentle, to be nice. I'm like that. And I've seen women that in the past that I've approached, and they're like, get the fuck out. And I'm like, I didn't do anything. Why are you treating me like this? I didn't do anything. I just came to say hi. And I'm like, that gets me mad. In a point, I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this girl, man? I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't even touch you. I just came to say hi. And that maybe that person had a bad time at the moment.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, because if it's a nightclub, you're supposed to be having a good time. But getting to that point, and I didn't even went, like in my experience, mm-hmm. I didn't even go to talk to her. I went to talk to a friend of her, and she came saying to me, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, in Spanish. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Where this girl came from?
No worry, my friend. Karma's coming. She will get to a guy who looks so good.
What I'm trying to say is, as an advice
that's why they
for
get
you out there.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah, karma's a bitch. As an advice for you out there, don't treat nobody, especially a person, if he treats you well or she treats you well, don't treat it bad. Be the same way, be the same, as polite as that person, be as gentle as that person. Respectful. Don't be so out of line.
Yeah, why? Absolutely. No, I absolutely believe like somebody should come to meet you, and that's fine. If you're not feeling the person, just tell them. It's absolutely fine for a girl to tell a guy, hey, I'm with my friend, minding my own business. I'm sorry, but it's nice to meet you.
Yes.
And that's it. If the guy decides to be a fucking creep and then you treat him. Then you take it into another place. Hey, I just asked you to leave.
Exactly.
If you're gonna make me say it again, then we're gonna have to do something about it.
Exactly.
That's fine. But if guys just come to you and say hi, nice to meet you, whatever, and they say you're beautiful, and you say fuck off, then I'm sorry for you, girl, but you deserve that your ex-boyfriend cheated on you.
I mean, what can I say about that?
What would you guys say about the people that are very jealous and controlling?
Listen, what I can tell you is
the way that you think talks a lot about you. It's the same thing that I said on the beginning. If you are very controlling, if you are very jealous and all that, it's because you think that way.
Yes.
Think about it.
I've had a person that came one time to me and he said, no, he said to me, he was a man. He said to me, no, when you get to a certain level in life, you start doubting people around you, and you start doubting your own woman, and you don't believe in her anymore, and then you get like jealous, and you get uncomfortable, and you think that she can be doing the same as you did, and you know that no, my man, that says a lot about you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That says a lot of
that guy.
Yeah, one person. I'm not gonna say name,
Of
but
course.
I don't think that's the best way to think.
That's the way that he thinks.
Exactly, because yes, once you get a lot of money, once you get to a certain level in life, you don't know if a woman is approaching you or wants to be with you because of your money or because of you. But you have to, as a man, you have to know and see what's happening. If you want me because of my status or my money, or you want me because of you want to know me, or you want me as a person, as who I am.
You will notice.
You have to. I mean, you can't be that stupid.
Time will give you that. You will
Exactly.
notice.
Time will give you that answer.
Of course. You always give
Don't
you
think that because of that, every single woman that goes to you from this point forward, she only wants your money. Don't treat every single person the same way. Don't treat it. Don't give the same choice to every single person.
But put him through I mean, in my opinion, put him through a little test, you know?
Yes.
Let's see if the woman's really interested in you.
I always
absolutely.
wanted.
If you see me at a club with a bunch of bottles and you see me pulling up in a nice car, nice clothes and stuff like that, and a girl comes up to me out of nowhere and she starts talking to me, yeah, I'll definitely have a night with a girl if I like her. You know, I'll definitely give her some bachata, some dance, and say you cheat some salsita. Hey, mommy, you know. But I definitely the next day I would not take that girl serious just like so soon. I would put her through test. You know, I would make sure that girl sees me as a valuable man and not just sign money and money sign.
An ATM.
An ATM, yeah, absolutely. And if that girl is like pushing it too much too, like, oh, let's go on vacation, let's go let's go on a cruise. I'm sorry, but that's not the right way.
We're not gonna go any far.
We're not going nowhere.
If she sees you as an ATM, you will see her as a transaction.
Exactly.
There you go. You want it?
No.
There is an answer for everything.
I love that, but no, because I'm not an ATM and I don't like to be treated like that.
I'm not an ATM either, but
And my
if
money,
you feel like that, then
my
you
money-
What he meant to say is that if she sees you as an ATM, you should see her as a transaction. You know, you make transactions all the time.
my money,
You make transactions is like, like buy.
yeah,
type of stuff
my
next.
money. It's my money. That's not.
Yeah,
it's no
that's
one
okay.
else's.
Yeah, but
she's not taking your money. She's
It's just a
just
transaction.
a transaction. It is true, man. It is. Think about it.
also
I
there's
love that
nothing
shit.
wrong with women that want to have a valuable man in life that actually like economically. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but you better be on your prime.
You better be.
Yeah.
What I mean
Because
is like
it's easy.
what I mean is that, like if a woman wants a valuable like a good man in an economic position because her future, she's thinking about the kids, she's thinking there's nothing wrong with that.
good.
But make sure you're also the type of woman that deserves that.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
What's the prime of a woman?
prime of a woman
Prime, her prime.
her prime.
taking care of a
No. Her prime, her year. In
Her
years.
age.
Her age. The age prime of a woman, which is it?
25, 24.
No.
No, 19, 18, 20. That's the prime of a
18, 19, 20.
18, 19, 20. That's when the woman looks the best and when
Yes.
they had the least boyfriends,
Yeah.
18, 20 because they were in high school.
18 to
After
20.
that, if she doesn't get married, she's going to get a lot of other things.
Honestly,
Haven't you noticed something through the years? Because I've noticed a good man always have a good woman on his side.
Most
Like
of the
if
time,
you see the biggest man in life, like the biggest of all, like good men,
most of the
they
time.
all have a good woman, and they're always together through the years. You know why? Because a man, in order to get those, like in order to get to that point, that's that level, and get those dreams and those goals, he had to sacrifice a lot. He had to sacrifice his time, his good, his happiness,
Exactly.
his nights. He did all that sacrifice to get to a point, and that woman that was on his side did the same.
Exactly.
She also sacrificed. You always have, in order to get something, you gotta sacrifice something.
That's true.
Always. You can't expect to get a good man, nice, rich, and beautiful man without sacrificing something. There's no way you will get that man and that man will be a good one without sacrificing. We all can have a rough time, and we all can be at 35, 40 and end up without a relationship because of some reason. But through the years, someone had to be there. A good person had to be there. If she's good, you will get far. If she's not good, you won't get anywhere. At the end, because it doesn't help you at all. She has to sacrifice something to help you.
You know, what's a lot of men's fear, men that they're, you know, in a good economic position is that, you know, the day to tomorrow, you never know where you're going to be. And a lot of men are feared to find the woman and where they're in a good position. And then the day tomorrow they're not, and the woman leaves them. Like, just imagine, shit, you know, you lost everything, and then just the woman leaves you because you don't, you know, the things that you don't have. Like
That too.
That's so messed up. Honestly,
That is.
like,
But the karma and life.
you should always get a woman. That's why many people get a woman that they've met since they were in the bottom,
Yes.
and the people that are on the top that just
If
don't
you're
get a
lucky
woman. They get
enough.
multiples.
If you're lucky enough to have that happen, that's good.
Yes, that's
if
good.
you're not, then you got to take the chance.
You got to take the chance.
If you're lucky enough to meet a woman when you're 20 and she's 20, and you go through her with all the struggles and all that, and then you get rich, and then everything goes good in life, that's good. I mean, you're lucky. If you don't, and then you're 35 and you're at your prime, and you're very rich, and you're alone, then you can choose whatever you want.
If I have a
You
woman,
have to take the risk, but you also can. You
Here's
also
what I
know.
think.
Like, I feel like I know
Of course you
when a
know.
woman,
here's
you
what
know?
I
You
think.
can feel it, man.
Like, many times I know who the woman is. I just try to play their game.
Yeah.
You know.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
If you know a woman at 20, 21, 22, 18, and you know that woman, you start a relationship with that woman, and you get to, and you get all the goals in life, and you achieve those goals. And then comes a times where you guys have to separate because something came up and didn't work out the way that it was supposed to be, or you made a mistake, or she made a mistake or something. Even though if she makes a mistake or you made a mistake and you guys have to get separate ways, if she helped you through the years to get to that point, she deserves the same as you.
Of course.
If she helped you, if she didn't, she doesn't deserve it. Or you don't deserve it. It's the same way. It doesn't matter because she can be the successful one. She can be an actress. She can be a popular model.
It works
she can
both
be
ways.
a lawyer. She can be that person, and it can be the other way
Doctor.
around. If you didn't support her, if you didn't help her, then you don't deserve anything at the end.
100%
You need to support each other. You need to, at the end, you need to sacrifice something for each other. That's how I see it. We all make mistakes. We're people. We're men and women, and we are allowed to make mistakes in life. We're not perfect, but as long as you support each other, yes, you deserve as much as I do.
Very true.
Yeah.
I think we're going to end this podcast now
Yes, this is the end.
because I am very hungry.
Yes,
I am very hungry, my friend.
Well, I believe we have a bunch of information
A
to
lot.
give out there.
We had
It
a
was
guest
great.
that spoke a lot. Let
Oh
me tell
my
you.
God.
Oh,
Oh
and I
my
still
God!
got a
You
lot
wanted to
to-
speak. Let me tell you.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be for another day, another time.
I still have
Save.
a lot that I want to talk about, you know.
No.
A lot about what, man? You talk about a
Anything,
lot
bro.
of things, bro.
I want to talk about everything, you know.
Man,
But
leave
we
a
can
little
leave it for
bit.
next time. If you guys want to
Yes.
see us again, just stay tuned. Subscribe, give it a like, give us a nice comment if you can as well. You know, it really motivates us to do it again. And
If you're against us too, just
if you're
put
against
a
us, doesn't
comment.
matter. You know, you leave a hate comment, whatever. That also pushes to do better. And you guys have a very nice day. Whoever's watching, thank you for supporting. I know a lot of my friends say that they're supporting us and they're supporting the local
we're
business
doing.
and stuff. It really makes me happy to see that stuff because you know I always try to help everyone around me.
Yes.
We try to help everyone around us, and yeah,
For
stay
you to
tuned.
support us, I want to say that since with the hosting, for you to support us, thank you so much. And I hope at the end I'll be helping you somehow. This guy is smiling. I don't know why, but for you that you're doing it, thank you so much. And for you that you want to see me down, I'm sorry, but you won't be.
Oh my God!
You won't see that.
You needed to end with that. You wanted to end it with that.
Always and forever.
Oh my God!
I want to.
You always hitting. He's always talking, and I'm always laughing. There you go. What for you?
Well, thank you, and have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Thank
You
you.
want to say something?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
You're always smiling.
Yeah. I finished smiling. You finish hitting, and he finished talking.
Don't waste your time on seeing other people down. Spend your time on seeing yourself up.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, we're gonna get that covered.
We're gonna get that. Yeah.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.